Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now here is Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Throwing first play is Lance. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The kick by Gold is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. To return is Taylor. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. Got his man. It's Williams. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
He'll get this to Ekeler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Austin Ekeler, his 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to John Ross. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
from just shy of midfield. Lance, throw left side, complete to Ross. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Lance, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Lance again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. Williams brings it in. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Ekeler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Ekeler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's Austin Ekeler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Leonard Fournette, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And then finally, Monday Night Football. It's our first look at the Commanders on a Monday night as they travel to Philly for a good one in the NFC East. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Herbert now. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. It's Ekeler again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He finds his target, Allen, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Lance to throw it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds here. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 50, green.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Ekeler. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Chargers sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Got an open man, it's McLeod. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and inches, Lance, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ekeler now between the tackles. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle with Ekeler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Lance. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One final try now for Lance. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Chargers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,